if we wanted to build something in the AI space, what's something that would be kind of uniquely CQG, and almost you would have to be CQG to do it? Most of our business has been about helping traders make better decisions and giving them data and analytics, not telling them what to do, but giving them tools where they can decide what to do. So that was really our focus. Was the first application we built for ourselves, and kind of our validation was to see, can we use this toolkit to say, what's going to happen next in the marketplace? Can we predict the next tick in the market? So we tested it, back tested it, trained everything, and then actually just recently we're using live data, tested everything, and we actually are able to predict about 80% accuracy what the next tick is going to be. Specifically in this case, it was the S&P market.
What are some of your AI trading toolkit's other use cases?
Somebody asked me recently, okay, Ryan, you guys can predict next tick in the market. Have you found the Holy Grail? And the answer to that's no, right? So our goal was not to find the Holy Grail. In a way, our goal was to see, could we uncover the map for how to get there, and provide a bunch of technology and tool and infrastructure and data to the customers where they can do some of their own research, come up with their own strategies. So kind of back to like the CQG way of doing business. There are, just kind of talking to some of our partners, different applications people are looking to explore, and it has to do with, so within the option space, you kind of heard in the exchange panels, like how important options are becoming a part of our ecosystem. If you can predict next tick, can you predict next vol, right? Can you how forward-looking volatility predictions, that kind of stuff that can make something like an options trade more profitable. So we're looking at some things there. Of course, we wouldn't be CQG if we weren't looking to CQA predict like next bar on a chart, because charting is so much of our history. So we're looking at that stuff. We're also working with some strategic partners to see what things would they want to build with us.
Well, you think back to Stottlemyre at Market Profile. This is back when I was on the trading floor. Now, that was something that was astonishing, right? When it came out, we started watching it. It was such a simple thing. Where the distribution of the market's at. And if it breaks up above it, buy it. If it goes below it, sell it. I'm not comparing it to that, but I think it's something very similar to that. It's another tool.
How did you conclude to explore AI this way?
Everyone was trying to think, is this a world we should be playing in? Not because you're trying to be opportunistic, but because we have an obligation to serve our customers. And if this is something we can build for our customers that makes them more successful, that's what we need to do. So we had to explore it. But again, exploring it in a way that we felt like had to be CQG to pull this one off, sort of thing. And so that gets into something that heavy on historical data and analyzing historical data to give some sort of predictive value in the future, which is really what CQG's been doing for 40 years through charts and analytics and all sorts of other things. Because so much of our DNA is in historical data analysis and trying to give some idea of what that historical data means for what's happening next, we felt like that was specifically the area we needed to focus in, because that's what CQG does. And just from a knowledge perspective, it's one of those things that if somebody was going to solve that problem, we thought probably we had the best chance to be the one to do it.
What data sets did you use to build it?
We don't use any customer trade data, anything outside of just actual exchange market data that comes off the wire.
How deep does the market data go?
It's all the market by order, individual raw messages off the exchange. So we store, as CQG in general, we store that information so that we can plot charts and stuff. So we already had that historical data, so that's what we trained on.
How are things going with CQG1?
Going into our second year, really having CQG1 as an offering. People are starting to find out about it. The fact that it's an HTML5, it's new, it's fresh looking. We have a new way about adding different features to it that can make it really, really a rich offering. Institutions as well as any other trading groups, but institutions especially, like the likeness to it, the ease of using it, all that packaged in one. We've talked over the years about some of the work that we did building execution algos and all that. All of that is integrated into the CQG1 platform. So it's designed to be an institutional tool. So people we're having the conversations with, like Pat said, is kind of largely institutional trade desks and stuff. The feedback has been overwhelmingly positive.
How is CQG getting into the equities and equity options space?
You have to be there, right? You can't let that opportunity go by. I mean, yeah, sure, CQG in the 44 years of being around, we're futures and options. We're not mom and dad's CQG anymore. We have to be really going almost the full gamut of having just about everything you can have. It's the only way you're going to survive. We've always been known for our connectivity with all the exchange connectivity that we have, probably more so than anybody. But now it comes down to, okay, what else do you have?
Platform has been multi-asset for many years.
Right.
But it's just that we've had a really specific focus on the futures and options on future space. We're finding is our customers are demanding more multi-asset offerings. They want to trade more than one thing. They don't want to have two things up to do it. And so in order to make sure that their workflow is clean and efficient, we felt like it's something that we needed to take a more serious look into the equity and equity options space. Equity options has some challenges because there's so much data that comes out. And so it just kind of actually forced us to kind of re-architect some of the sides of CQG to handle that level of information and display it in a way that we thought gave customers kind of an edge.
What else can we expect from CQG this year?
You're going to see some pretty key partnerships we'll be announcing as the year goes on. The primary way that CQG goes to market is through partnerships. We don't do a lot of direct customer business. We partner with FCMs, we partner with other technology companies, API customers of ours. Our primary business model is working with others to help the industry be successful and the traders be successful. I think you're going to see some really notable partnerships that we'll be announcing as the year goes on. Our business, kind of talking back to the CQG1 stuff and the institutional side of things, I think you're going to see that the CQG business is becoming considerably more diverse than it has been in the past. So the work that we do in retail has always been like a really substantial part of our business. The commercial hedging side, the prop side, and I think especially on the institutional side, forward-looking, you're going to see some really notable partnerships coming out.
Would CQG ever consider going public via a SPAC?
It's really, really important to us that CQG remains privately held by its employees to continue on the way we are. So the way that we make decisions, the way we build our products, the way we can focus on the customer, for those things to be true to CQG values, we have to stay as we are.
And for our customers, that way we are neutral.
Yeah.
You have to.
So it's not a consideration.